The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're building or buying or selling a home, the Real Estate Crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
No, we're having Kathy Holtshouser give us the introduction.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party.
Very well done.
Thank you.
That was great.
And
I feel like we should
think
start
she's-
again.
That's not
Just
official,
turn it off and
Chrissy.
we'll go again. Take
And the most exciting part is we have Brad Mestrangelo on
Yes.
This is probably the most
exciting
learned.
part. We have to get more excitement.
I don't know why we have Brad on today, but maybe you can help us out.
I have a
Wow.
special thing to talk about today
That-
with
yeah.
real estate.
With real-
How to set
Trigger warning,
homes on
pre-trigger
fire. That's my new thing. I've been practicing
Kathy, I'm
while...
not sure if that's how you should introduce a guest.
I
I'm
thought
not
it was
sure
funny.
why we have you on today.
Why, how
but
did she do it? I was
Yeah,
okay with it.
yeah.
It was a little bit.
It was a little
You're
bit.
just jealous.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
No, you're
yeah,
right.
because you nailed the opening.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. That was very good.
Nailed it.
I nailed it.
Now, if I did the opening, I would have said this is the most learned real estate group we've ever had on this stage.
Oh, we
before.
know everything.
Well,
We know
Tony's
everything.
Yeah.
Tony stepped up right
Oh, yeah.
to the
Tony's-
plate.
You've
he's
said that
actually,
for about 4 years in a row
I know,
now.
but now he's skyrocketing past us.
Wait a minute. You had me at learned. That's a great word.
That's a good word.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
I like that word.
Should
That's
you
where we
should you
lost
take
your
it back?
attention
I
right
was
there.
all done after that. Rick Carter just said
Well,
learned.
because when you think about it, learned is spelled the same way as learned.
Learned.
That's
And
a
I
good
wouldn't
point.
know how to
that's,
use either one of them.
That's a
Well,
good point.
You know how to use learned, but we're not learned.
Well, I've never learned anything in my life, so.
But
You
you're
actually
very
have.
well
I guess I
learned.
have, but I'm
You're
very
well
learned
learned.
in the real estate realm.
And now you know a pumpkin will float in the ocean.
Pumpkin will always float. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I never knew that until I saw you.
Yeah.
And Jimmy. Yeah.
See, we try to help.
I kept saying to my wife, "They're gonna die. They're gonna die," and it never
And
went
you
down.
said,
Thank
you
God.
said, let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
I'll take their dates.
Listen,
It'll be a good skit.
the scariest part of the whole thing is as I was walking out to take the top off the pumpkin at the with the rocky bottom of Hampton Beach.
Yeah.
I had a sawzall and a machete in my hand.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how he cut.
That's how you had to carve it in the water. And I go, this is not good. I'm not stable on dry land.
Yeah.
You know.
Shit.
Tony V with a machete.
People on the beach are going, "Are they filming a movie? Where's the movie?"
Or is this guy for real?
Tony V and a machete and a sawzall in the middle of the
Was that a
ocean.
guy in a wetsuit with a sawzall and a machete? He's got a weird way of fishing.
I'm going to keep an eye on that one.
How did you lose your arm?
Oh, it's a long story.
Involving a pumpkin, the ocean, and a sawzall.
Did you guys ever do this where you're driving along and someone texts you something and you're thinking, should I text or not?
You're not supposed to text.
I know. So, and then I look up and the person I'm about to text is right beside me while
Oh,
I'm
wow.
driving.
That happened today.
That happened today? Wow.
Brad Mestrangelo is texting me. What time are you supposed to show up today?
Yeah.
And I look up. I go, well, it might be easier to just roll down the window and let you know.
I look and I'm like, Jesus, there's Rick. Right? I said, why am I wasting a text? I can roll the window down. This is wasted time. Plus, it's safer to roll the window down, I would think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Rick flipped me off. I don't know why.
He's like that.
It was very strange.
My question was about to be, why is the idiot in the car in the car with you, texting you? I thought you meant like sitting there.
Oh, no, I didn't say
no,
it.
no.
Well, we would probably do that
happens,
too.
We've done that before,
We've done
yeah.
that many
Oh,
times.
I've had my daughter in the back seat
Yes.
with two of her friends,
Yeah,
and they were
texting,
texting each
yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were talking about you.
Yeah, definitely. It makes you a little paranoid, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Apparently, they didn't like my rendition of Christmas carols.
Oh, do you want to hear a funny taxi
Yeah.
story?
Yeah.
I'm on the ship 2 weeks ago and we're in the comedy club. And the show's going very nicely. And there's a woman right in the front and she's got the phone.
Oh, yeah. That would
So
drive
I
me
didn't
nuts.
say anything. So I walk over. I says, and I'm hovering over her, and she's still texting. I says, is this real important that you could miss my entire presentation?
Oh my God.
No, but she's still texting. The lady next to her goes, she knows speak English. I said, so why is she here? Right? So I said, why is she here? And you're in the front row. I go, what language does she speak? And she said, Spanish. And we had just left Mexico. I said, if you swim, you can get back. And she was very nice.
And you
she
can
wasn't-
enjoy their comedy shows
exactly.
in Mexico.
I wasn't mad,
No.
but to me, it's
That's
like, why
odd,
would you
yeah.
come to a comedy show in English
Take
and
up
sit
the
in
front-
the front
Right.
row?
Right.
Do you ever
Okay.
get that way when you're doing a show? And we apologize, we're digressing a little bit. 'Cause we have a lot of real
Actually,
estate.
we haven't
Yeah.
started
Not
anything
it,
to
yeah.
So by
digress from.
diversity. So hang on.
I'm taking over the show.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
Finish your story.
We might have Brad come back, so just in case.
Okay.
This would be case we don't get it all done today.
All right, we're going to do half and half.
Yeah.
Let's-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
Yes.
So, like, if I do a continuing ed class or anything, people think they're in the audience, they're invisible.
I know.
You can probably see who's in the audience, I imagine, right? But for some reason, what's that expression? Pluralistic ignorance?
Yeah.
If they're
Oh,
among,
wow.
I know.
I know.
Learned and
I-
what was
okay,
that word? Pluralistic?
Pluralistic and ignorant.
Thank you, everybody. Good
Wow,
night.
that's been a
Thank
great
you.
show.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where are we going to go from there? How do
He's
you
just-
top that?
he's just showing off
it's only
today.
down from here.
Wow.
Pluralistic ignorance.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
But I used to
Anonymity
teach a
in
class.
crowds.
What's that?
Anonymity in crowds.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you're a sandbagger.
He's very learned.
He's very learned more
learned.
than you
Yeah.
think.
But
Dan.
remember, I used to teach a class.
I do remember.
A real estate class,
Right.
and the students would be out there, right? And I'm standing there. I'm right,
Right.
here. As Lenny would say, I'm fat. I'm not deaf.
Yeah.
Right.
Bitches. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You paraphrase, but yeah, you got the spirit of it. Yeah.
But they would have the nerve to call me and say that
They missed it.
They missed it.
They
Oh,
missed
what you're talking
everything.
about.
And I'm like, it was because you weren't paying any attention. You
Right,
were
yeah.
reading a
Yeah.
novel
Yeah.
right in front of me. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you were
Yeah.
interrupting them.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Yeah. How dare you?
So I had an attorney we've really digressed, I'm sorry. But I had an attorney friend of mine who said she was going to now go to school and teach her, the students at her alma mater. But she went in there and the students were kind of giving her a little bit of she would give them like a 40-page case to read about. And they'd say, do we have to read the whole thing?
No.
No.
Just footnotes.
Yeah.
Just
Because then you go to
the first 20.
court and you lose, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
It's common knowledge that a lot of court cases have cliff
Right.
notes.
Exactly.
You just go and you can order them online.
Common knowledge
Right.
about
Yeah.
court cases, you only have to have half the
Right,
facts,
right,
right?
Well, the big thing about lawyers you should teach now is the big phrase is, you know what I mean.
Hey, tell us about cruises. What do you?
Which cruise line?
Yeah, what have you been doing?
I was.
You ever do cruises?
No, I don't do cruises.
Yeah, I can't see you in a
They don't
cruise.
want me.
No, they would love to. I did. We did a nice one. I took my wife last month. We went up to Nova Scotia and Quebec City.
Yeah.
I took it up. She flew to Quebec and met me on the way back. We actually had a missed 2 in Nova Scotia because of that hurricane.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
There was
right.
no power. That never happened. up
Yeah,
there. But
yeah.
the best part is
So what do they do?
Well, they went to another place. They come on, we're going to go to this other place. And I'm saying, so these people don't know we're coming. They're on the shore going, oh my God, there's a big boat coming. What the?
We're being invaded.
We're being invaded because they have this never on the cruise. I'm like, can you do that? Can you just pull a big ship into a port and just say, hi, we're here? The other places have no electricity. So it was,
the Angola War. We'll just all pull in.
Wait, was there no electricity on the boat?
No, no. It was in Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and Sydney, Nova Scotia. I guess
So
the
what does
hurricane
it matter?
had
What did it matter
Well,
if there was-
we had
You
I guess
tie
the
up.
bring tie up and all that stuff, and you couldn't go anywhere because no one had the excursions. People would.
Yeah, I don't know if you
I
know
see.
this, but going for a hike in a hurricane, not on the top of
Not a
people's
big
list. Yeah.
There's a few,
Right.
but we went to Bar Harbor, which I had never been to until I did cruise. What a beautiful.
Bar Harbor, Maine.
Bar Harbor,
Yeah.
Maine.
Bar
This is
Harbor.
beautiful.
So
Bahama.
but me and my wife, we rented bikes and went for a ride, and we got lost. So a 7-mile ride became a 25-mile ride.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Did you make it back in time for the boat?
Yes. I was on that night. Where were they going to go?
Yeah.
I was the entertainment.
You were the
But it was nice.
I always hear the idiots, like the 20 people that they're looking for. Brad Mestrangelo,
They always
please
do
get
that.
on the boat.
Yeah.
Brad Mestrangelo.
No, first they do it. They'll announce with cabin number so and so, and then deck number so and so, and then when they really get ticked off, like, listen, Mrs. Walsh, this is the last time. We will leave you and throw your husband overboard because people just.
But I don't get it. There's signs everywhere.
Yeah. Be back by this.
Be back
time.
by this time. We're leaving at this time. No.
And they leave you.
You-
they
they
don't.
leave
you?
Oh, they leave.
Oh, yeah.
I've been on ships.
You don't get the fact that people don't do what they're supposed to do.
No, I know, but if they're leaving you and
I
going
know.
into the
so they have
crazy-
They leave, and then you're responsible for flying to the next port.
Right.
You pay.
To catch.
Oh yeah, they don't.
and all your stuff,
All your
including
stuff.
your passport, is probably
On
on
the
the boat.
boat.
Yeah. So
Have you ever been asked to do the cruises at all?
Yeah, I've had people inquire, like the people that Brad uses to get it.
Yeah.
They've asked me if I wanted to do them and stuff, and it's just never.
Convenient.
You know,
Yeah.
it's bad enough that I fuck up on land. You know what I mean? I don't know. You
have nowhere to run to when
Right,
you're
I
on
don't
the
need
ship.
to go into international waters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I double booked myself on another ship. They're going to be passing, so if I'm done, I can just hop off.
Speaking of which, where are you this Saturday?
I'm at Giggles Comedy
Okay.
Club.
All right. That's probably a sore spot for some people.
As opposed to 2 shows this week.
Yes,
So
I
giggles.
double booked myself
Again.
and
Route 1.
Hey,
But if
Brock,
anyone
come
can
in.
do it, you can.
Yes.
My friend, you've
Yeah,
done it over
yeah,
the
I've
years.
done
I'm
it.
very proud
I've
of you.
done it.
You could teach a course on that.
a couple weeks ago, I had an 88-mile double.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to drive 88 miles.
Now you need a
between shows.
driver, Tony.
Yeah.
You need a driver.
And it made it. It was fine.
Oh, I got a quick story about my wife on the ship. So we're in the dining room.
How long are you on the ship for? You
This I
Is it like a week?
maybe like a week, a
Okay.
month. I'm trying to not do as many. So we're in having dinner, and this was Holland America, which they're beautiful ships, older people, death.
Like us.
I don't do a show; I do a wake.
You know,
It's an
ASL
over
does it?
55
It's
boat.
a
Yeah.
well over 55. But actually, they're trying to get younger, so they're
Right.
serving
What, in the 70s?
more pudding.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. We have food you have to chew.
we're gonna go for it. Here's a piece of steak.
Look at Chrissy's face.
But now,
Because in my head, I'm like, he goes, they're deaf. And I'm like, what are you, like Chaplin?
No,
It's
dead.
no,
Dead.
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 Dead. That's. I
Dead.
wish they were
Dead.
deaf.
That's
Deaf would be good.
Right.
Is that a trigger warning,
Right.
Tony? You didn't do it.
Sorry, trigger warning. It's like when I do the over 55 community, they call them over 55.
Yeah.
It
But
should be
there's
over 80.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no one
No
10
one
days
50.
short of death.
No.
Right.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If you moved in at 56, you'd rule the place. You'd have gangs. You know what I mean?
They have clergy at the show.
What would an
Yeah.
over 55 gang look like of all the
Well, there'd
senile-
be a lot of scooters, a lot of.
Well, the nipple rings are down
Nipple
low.
ring.
But other than that, they look.
Yeah, well, we could be the over 55
We can be over
gang.
55.
So, yeah, we're pretty
Yeah,
Would
well,
we have to have the tennis balls
Motley.
underneath the?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway,
So
anyway, sorry.
we're in the dining room, and the shows went very, very well, which is nice. And people are very nice and friendly, and they
Yeah.
come over and.
Chrissy said, "Well, what are we talking about today?" I go, "You'll
Stop
see.
it.
You'll
Housing,
see."
houseboats. So I'm sitting there with Stephanie, and people coming over, people coming over. Then all of a sudden, this couple comes over. She goes, "Oh, you," because I talk about being married. They go, "Oh, you must be his wife. Oh, it's so great that we had so. Oh, wow."
Yeah.
So she leaves, and I said to Steph, I said, "Do you like being a celebrity?" She deadpan looks up, goes, "Not while I'm eating." I said, "That was beautiful."
So I was going to ask you whether they keep you, like what kind of accommodations they give you when you're on the show.
No, regular. Like
Yeah,
I
but
had.
then you go out in the public. Like, what if you bombed? Like,
I
would
don't
they
give
be
a
like
shit. I don't
throwing
really
tomatoes at
They
you?
don't
and-
care.
I don't care. At this point, we've been doing it so long.
No,
If
that's a
I
good-
bomb, it's them.
No,
Not
it's
me.
a good
Right.
question because we always thought that they'd have the comedians on the ninth
Well,
level.
some cruise lines do, but I
Yeah.
told my
Kenny
agent,
Rogerson always tells his
it's-
stories.
Yeah, I would never do
Yeah,
those
that's
ships.
and that's part of the reason I
Exactly.
I don't
Right.
do, I didn't do them. I go, look, if you get me, a top shelf room,
Right.
and,
Or not even a top shelf, one
the
with a
passenger
balcony.
passenger
room,
yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Well,
gotta have a
I
place
got
to
on one
smoke.
ship, and I'm supposed to get a passing room, and all of a sudden I had a crew room, and
Yeah.
it wasn't a bad room, but you know me. And
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
And I said, I'm going home, because I was leaving out of Boston.
Yeah.
The guy goes, excuse me? I go, I'm supposed to have a passenger room. He goes, well, I go, no, I'm leaving. I'm going home right now. So my agent calls me, what do you do? And I go, I'm going home. See, I work during the
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
not a big deal to me.
right, right.
So then finally my wife came, and they gave us a nice suite, actually.
Yeah,
balcony.
yeah.
But I'm not No.
Yeah, you get to
I'm
a
going
point
to use
where-
that line.
No.
I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Yeah.
Going home.
What are you going to do?
I've been in one of
Okay.
those rooms, and they instead of the window view, they always have the painting of the ocean.
Yes, yeah, which really is so unique. You think you're right there.
Yeah, it's so
much water
lifelike.
you have
Like
to
they're
pee.
tricking you.
Yeah.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
They do. That's not like the 3D something.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
call it an ocean room, but it's actually
Yeah.
a 3D.
Hey, do you ever have people that just live on the boat? I've heard of
A
that.
lot of
before.
people do. Like,
That's
know.
a thing now.
Yes.
It's like a
Now.
it
timeshare.
is because it's
It's
actually
so less. It's
cheaper
less expensive now.
than like
Yeah.
going to Florida. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I've met a few people
That
like
they
that.
just live
They'll
on the
stay on
cruise
for
line.
like
They'll
2
spend-
months, 3 months.
They'll spend $30,000, but when you think about the prices around here
Yeah.
and the rents
Yeah.
around
Sure.
here,
Yeah.
paying $5
Thanks
grand.
for the idea.
Bring your computer.
Yeah.
But do you ever bump into people?
I
like
have,
that?
yeah, a couple people, yeah. And actually, the funny, the amount of fat people you run into is
When trigger one.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning?
Trigger warning.
Yeah,
Trigger
we don't fact.
we can't say. No, I'm not fat shaming. They look. I should say heavy people that don't care what they wear. Maybe that's better. Is that better?
Yeah.
That's
More
a
of a
lot better.
demographical
Yeah.
statement. He didn't
Yeah.
say like
I
they're
but-
horrible people.
No,
he
no,
just said
I
there are
respect
lots
them.
of them.
Are they
I
past the stage where they shouldn't be wearing bikinis? Is that what you're saying?
Pass.
That's a little confidence.
Oh my God.
My thing is, I say, obviously you didn't get a guest room with a mirror to be walking around
You
like
know,
this.
I know some of the outfits are a little outrageous.
I told this story the other night on stage because there was a guy in the audience that had a tattoo of Neptune on
Okay.
his, on his
Oh,
forearm.
you played
and I actually
Neptune.
played Neptune.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And in order to play Neptune,
That was actually a pretty
you had
cool.
to be painted.
I had to be painted blue. And in order to be painted blue, I had to get my entire body waxed.
Yeah. Like
You mean
Steve,
your-
And I
like
was-
Steve
your
Carell.
entire body?
my entire except for my bikini area.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know where my bikini area is. It could be in Connecticut for all I know. I have no idea. But what reminded me of that is, I had to wear a Speedo.
I remember.
To
Yeah.
to have as much of me exposed to get wax as possible. In a Japanese Speedo, at the time I was about 80 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
I was a 4X. And I go, they shouldn't make a 4X Speedo.
No.
The Speedo in an X should not exist. Like,
Yeah.
you should go in the store and they go, do you have that bathing suit in my size? No, we do not. No. And we're saving you from yourself.
I know. You should have looked at the glasses
But
half
you
full.
make a good point, which what I even talk about sometimes. The Speedo itself is disgusting. But then you get these guys who have no right wearing a Speedo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you look at them again and you're thinking, what, actually, I hope they are wearing a Speedo.
Speedo, yeah, 'cause
because you
you
can't
can't-
see
you
it
can't
from
tell.
the stomach hanging over. They could be naked.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So a Speedo is good now.
Well,
I'm-
but-
I'm praying for that.
We're all about body positivity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, not to stereotype, but the Canadians, Quebec people
Yeah.
love the
French Canadians.
French Canadians
French-
love the short
Yes, they do.
swimming suits.
Yes, they think
Right.
they have something. And how many times that I've said, "Oh, Canada," they do though. You're right. There's something
Short
about.
shorts?
Yeah.
So you're on there for about a week.
Nothing
You
like
have-
a strategically placed maple leaf.
Well, you guys know what they call a Speedo in Australia?
What's that?
No.
So a budgie is a parrot, right? So
A budgie.
they called budgie smugglers.
Ah,
Parrot.
okay.
You think of that.
okay,
Think
yep.
of the shape.
Oh,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It looks like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a parrot
That's a
down
good.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Parrots. Yeah.
Yeah, they use
So a
expression
budgie-
banana around
Or in
here.
my case, they called
Banana
me. They
hammock.
called me a woman.
All right, so you're on the ship for a week.
Yeah.
How many shows do you do?
It depends. On the big ship, like just on, they have a comedy club. That was like 2 shows a night.
2 shows a night.
But the other, like I'm leaving Saturday for one. I'll do shows in the theater, maybe 2, 3 at the very most. So it's pretty.
yeah. What do you do the rest of the day? You act like a tourist?
I walk
or-
around and look at people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then come back and
I
make
could
your
do-
own.
I
Make
do
your,
whatever. They have beautiful gyms. I'm the only person who loses weight on a cruise.
Yeah.
I get bored.
Yeah.
I'll go to the gym. They have a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. I get off the ship and go to the different
You
places.
do a- yeah,
If
see.
it's although some of the places they go to, I have no desire.
Where are you going next?
I think I'm going to Cozumel, which I could be mayor of Cozumel. I've been there. And then they have their own island, which is
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
All the lines have their own private islands, and
Yeah.
they put billions into them. They are nice. There's a lot of. So
And how big are these islands?
big.
They're pretty big.
Yeah.
yeah.
Doesn't some of the cruise lines own
They
the
own
island?
it.
Yeah.
They,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
they're off the Bahamas. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there they
And what
are.
do you
Don't.
do there?
Oh, they got
Salsa dancing.
They got water parks. They got zip lines.
They're a restaurant
There's a
and
lot
like
of stuff.
it's yeah.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, they do. It's huge. And they're all back. I was on a ship, the last one, that held 6,000 people. It was sold out. There was 6,000.
Wow.
So they're back.
Yeah.
Well, because now you don't have to be masked
No.
or vaccinated.
No.
And the buffets, that doesn't bug people at all, huh? That was a real...
Well, it's not, but there's a lot of healthy food now. They've changed. It's not all,
No, I think he's talking about the COVID and people touching the
well,
food.
now,
and
no, it's
Here,
not-
they
Bring over that
serve
salad
you.
well,
bar.
now, but now they're serving you.
They serve it
Oh,
to
they
you.
do?
Now they serve
It's
you.
all
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
glass.
Behind-
and
so-
you can say,
Oh,
I'd like
okay.
some of this, I'd like some of
Yeah.
this, I'd like some
Oh,
of this.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the servers go, look at enough.
Have
I've
you
got
seen
carpal
you?
tunnel syndrome from feeding you.
I know, it is unbelievable. You just eat all day. Every time you walk by, I know.
Some ships are better than others.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't do carnival. Not that I can, I call it Walmart of the seas. But
well, right,
there's a different clientele.
right,
On
because they're
Carnival.
very inexpensive.
Inexpensive? Yes.
This is where we start to lose it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Trigger warnings.
I'm
Yeah.
just curious. 2 shows a night on a quote unquote like senior citizen cruise. What is that like?
Oh no, this wasn't. This wasn't.
Oh,
the
this
season.
one isn't.
No,
Okay.
Holland. That was like one show the whole week. Yeah, that was like taking money. But I tell you, Tony, what a beautiful theater in the round.
Yeah,
It was really. Holland is really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, like one show. I go, any more? They go, no, that was great, Brad. Thanks. I go, thank you.
I was gonna say 2 shows a night. What's that like? The early bird one starts at 2 and the late
Yes,
shows at
yeah,
5.
exactly,
They're done.
right.
Exactly.
So in your real world,
Yeah.
you're actually clean carpets.
Clean
and
carpets.
What are you seeing with people lately? You've seen a little...
They're ripping out their carpets.
Hardwood is big.
Yeah.
Yeah, hardwood, tile, and,
Yeah.
so area rugs, stuff like that.
So
but
people
I've been
don't-
busy though. I don't know why. I'm tired. I'm getting old. People go, can you get that rug? No, I'm done.
How about furniture?
Furniture I clean too. Yeah. Furniture. Can you move the hutch? Are you gonna? That's like a 90-year-old woman. Can you move the hutch? I go, yeah, I did it. It's done. I moved it.
all clean
All
underneath.
clean. Perfect. Looks
Yeah,
great.
was she gonna get under there and check?
I'm like, are you moving the hutch anytime soon?
Any attitude different? I've just seen a little difference. I don't know. I think COVID is, or something in the last couple of years has just put people over the
Oh,
top.
people hate everybody. I think there's so much anger in the world.
know.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
You can feel it. And
Yeah.
people are hair trigger ready to get
Right.
mad at everything.
And it's even like retail workers
Yeah, yeah.
treating a customer terrible.
Yeah.
It's two people trying to merge into
Oh,
the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
road.
People just.
People on the
just-
road.
Oh, the
forget
driving.
that.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
honestly,
Well, I
like
told you
it's
my-
all entitlement, right?
I've told you my speed bump theory. Did
Oh, I know.
mention that?
I wanted to talk to you the other day.
Tell
I went.
Brad about
What was
that
that
one.
one?
I bottomed down my car the other day in Charlestown, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
"What asshole?"
Speed bump.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
But you're saying they only put that there because people
because
are...
people are assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've asked you to slow down,
And you won't.
We've put up signs that tell you how fast to go. And if you don't believe in the sign, we have a digital one that tells you, "Would you please slow down? You're going over the speed limit." You got a thing in your car that tells you how fast you're going, and they go, "No, I'm still going to drive like an
Yeah, people
asshole."
just-
And they go, "Well, there's a school there. My kids are grown. I don't care.
But honestly,
It's a residential street. Not my problem.
problem.
All right, well, putting in these bumps to wreck your car if you go fast. Ah, fuck, I'll slow down. That's the only thing that's get us to slow down. That's it.
No.
and honestly, if you're speeding through Charlestown anyway, you need your head examined
Well,
because
yeah.
the roads are so narrow.
Oh, yeah.
And
Unless
people
you're in the
are
movie The
parked
Town.
on-
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that in the town. They got through the
Oh, you
road.
got to know things.
Yeah, you got to know.
My
things.
uncle got hit by a car in Charleston last year. He almost died. This young kid was, I forget what street it was, maybe Bunker Hill Street.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit him. He was out cold. No one knew. They were looking for him. His
Really?
wife.
Really?
Yeah, he was bad shape. He's okay now, but
Yeah.
he's still in rehab.
Yeah, you're
but
right,
This girl
though.
was flying.
Yeah.
In
She went over
Charlestown.
the roof in Charlestown.
Yeah.
I mean, how could you, like
can't
you say,
fly.
you know,
You
how could
can't
you fly in Charlestown?
No.
You can't.
No.
Right.
Nope.
Crazy.
I've told you two this before, but I'll tell Brad this one. So, people on the road have just lost it. So, I was driving down 128, and I know I'm being redundant, but I have to tell Brad and see if he appreciates this. So, this girl cuts me off. Then I said, "Oh, she's cut me off. I'm going to move over here." She cuts me off again. I said, and then she moved into the other lane to kind of yell at me. I guess for being a victim, I guess. So,
Right, sure. How dare
So-
you be on the road?
So she's staring at me. She rolls down the window, And I wrote down the one. She gives me the finger.
Sure.
So I figured, all right, how are we going to do this? How are we going to handle this?
He's an attorney, and
know,
his
he's
brain
very-
thinks differently than ours.
So I said, you know what? When you do that, you look like a slut.
Ooh, I like that.
You know?
That's just on the edge, not over the edge.
Right,
but yeah,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, tell them about a bagel place in Reading
No,
that
no,
will
I
remain
can't tell that one.
nameless.
No, no, no,
Please tell it.
no.
If
So-
you really want to get somebody on the road when they give you the finger,
Yeah, yeah.
blow them a kiss.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
That's
right.
what I do.
Well,
Right.
that's what I was trying to think.
A
How am I?
wave.
Yeah.
I was just trying to do a little fatherly
Yeah, yeah,
advice.
yeah.
You look like a slut when you do
You know
that.
what I do, Rick? When they roll the window down, I go, "You were adopted." They don't know what to do. Maybe was
Oh
I?
my God, I think I was.
Now driving is the least of
guessing.
their problems. Now they're,
It's like tasering him.
yeah. I told that to my daughter. She's going to be a teacher. She said, "It's one little kid. Tell him he's adopted."
Your daughter's going to be a teacher?
Well, yeah, that's what
You're
she goes to
kidding?
school
Oh, that's
for.
so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I remember seeing your Facebook pages.
yeah.
Young
when she was
kids?
like
Yeah,
5
yeah,
years old.
elementary. She's doing internships with
Yeah.
elementary, but yeah. One kid came up the other day. She got a question right, and afterwards the little kid says, "Well, do I get an award? This is what we're
No.
teaching." Honest to
Yeah,
God,
do you get an
Do I
award?
get an award? And my daughter's so nice. She goes, "Well, I don't really have anything now." I said, "Tell her she got the answer right. That's the reward."
Yeah.
Imagine that.
You're smarter than everyone else.
I
There's
know.
your reward.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
getting bad. Are you seeing it with clients you get too, with just in general?
Indignant behavior.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
pretty much a lot of people that I know. You'll get some, but
Yeah.
I remember people just so angry. Remember the night at Giggles? I'll never forget. Tony was great when the lady jumped out political, started yelling
Yeah,
at you, and this Tony saying just get laughs, what he always does. And this woman out of nowhere says something about you must be something political.
Yeah, it was.
so stupid. But
I remember that.
yeah, I remember we were at Giggles
Yeah,
outside
it was in the tent. Yeah.
and we all stopped in the back going, "What the?"
What the hell? Yeah.
Something like you must voted for bias. something.
No. It was, it's a crime to be white now.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
yeah.
what it's
I go,
always like.
maybe for you. The rest of us seem to be doing fine.
It's a crime to be you.
But
That's
we were-
what I said.
We were all just sitting.
Yeah.
Going, wait a minute, hold
And
on.
I said nothing political.
Nothing.
To
Nothing.
warrant that.
That's
Your
just-
best heckler was the one at Gloucester, and I know we got a lot to go over, but
Maybe we'll
we'll have to
invite
ask
Brad
you.
we'll
back.
invite Brad
we'll
back.
go back.
But the girl in Gloucester was giving you a hard time. She says, "This is so bad. Me and my husband are out of here."
Oh, that was,
What?
yeah. I was almost done with my set. No, that was in
That was
Manchester,
by the sea.
You're right. Big
Which is,
difference.
you're
right.
Which I believe every town should have their own moniker. It
By
should
the
be
sea?
like Billerica by the prison.
By the prison.
Yeah,
where I used to work.
right. Why,
Yeah, you're right.
Chelsea by the gas tank.
gas tank.
Yeah, I don't know why we all don't have
I
a
know.
little
That's
moniker
true.
like that.
Actually, very. Yes, that's a great
I didn't
idea.
think of that.
Yeah, but anyway, I was almost done, and I said something. It might have been a dick joke. I can't remember.
It could have been.
It could have
Could have
been.
been.
I don't know. And but I was almost done. She stayed the whole time, and she gets up literally in a huff. People
She's
go,
in like the third or
in the
fourth row, right?
and made a big thing, and whipping the sweater around the
it's
neck,
it's like a peach sweater.
and flipping the thing. And she goes, "I've had just about enough of this," and I go, "I guess you have." And she starts walking out, and I go, "Hey, lady, you forgot your husband." And she goes, "He'll be right along behind me." And the guy goes, "No, I won't."
That's the best.
I go, "Dude, you just got a big laugh, but you're
Yeah.
hell when you get home."
You don't have a ride home.
Yeah.
And if you do, you're not going to make it there alive.
Enjoy this laugh.
Oh, God.
That's it.
So, well, this is what I thought we were going to talk
Maybe
about.
we should tease the next show.
All right. So,
We're 28 minutes in. There's no point telling people what we thought we were going to talk about today.
We'll tease the next show.
I was.
all right, let's tease
Yeah.
the next show.
Well, first of all, can Brad come back?
Absolutely.
And can you
All
wear
right.
that shirt?
Yeah. I like
that.
Yeah.
People think I'm a statey. We got
Yeah.
these, doing
Oh,
all the
Oh,
fundraisers.
please.
Yeah.
I have a state trooper windbreaker
Yeah.
that I wear, and I've never paid for a cup of coffee.
I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Can I borrow that?
Yeah.
I've
I
got-
go in. Thank you.
I've got a sticker from Johnny. Gave
Yeah.
us stickers
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
Oh, state trooper.
Really?
You get pulled over. And, what branch are you in? I go, what? Yeah, I'm up on Route 9. I'm on Route 9. That's
Barracks
me.
F,
Yeah.
Maybe when you come back, I'll tell the story what I was wearing at Yankee Stadium when they thought I worked at Yankee Stadium.
No, how about if we tell it now?
No, we're going to tease it there at some point when we get Brad back. But
Because we're not doing any shenanigans next time he comes back. It's
no,
wasted.
God, no.
Sorry, I didn't realize
no.
my mic was still on.
No, I was dressed up because they actually what happened. My aunt got cold. I gave her my jacket, so I had no jacket. It was getting colder and colder, so I went into the pro shop down in Tampa Bay for the Yankees. That's where they did this spring training.
Yep.
So I bought a Yankee jacket, which.
And the hat and the pants.
So I looked like I worked there.
Right.
So I did. I know. So
You wanted to.
I know. So we won't tell the whole story, but I ended up being out in center field collecting balls and things like that. one of the baseball players I'll never forget. I think his name was Jim Larritz. I'll never forget it. And my kids are in the stands, horrified that I'm doing this, but they're older now.
But you continued to do it.
I know. So the one of the baseball players says to me, he goes, you know what? This gets a lot really dry in the morning.
So you peed on it?
He goes, you think you can water this a little bit?
Yeah, get right on.
I said, you know what?
I don't even work here.
No, I didn't say that. I said, I'll take care of it. But there's 2 kids in the stands that have been dying to get autographs.
Good for you.
Can you go help them out there?
Stop it.
I like that.
Yeah. So I'd like to see his face the next day when they're a lot drier because I never really got to it there.
All right, since
so
we're
to
on
tease it.
No, I have one more thing to share.
No, we have plenty. Go ahead.
One time I was home in New Hampshire, busting butt because it was very busy.
Well, now the story's made up.
Running his North Andover office. Okay. And he's down at spring training with his children, and then I open up the newspaper the next day, and there is Rick barreling over little kids to get an autograph. So you see all these little hands, and then you see...
She's exaggerating a little.
No, I'm not. Then you see this big hairy hand going like this.
You know
over.
that's not true. Hey, you snooze, you lose, Brad. She's exaggerating a little bit.
I am
The
not.
Seinfeld episode with George runs out with the fire.
I don't exaggerate.
So
that's true.
same night, my ex-law partner is doing my purchase and sales because I'm away for a week with my kids, and he's, listening to the news while he's doing all my purchase and sales, all my work late at night, and he hears me on the news. Here's Ricardo from Boston, Mass. He's
barreling over all the children to get an autograph.
All right, this is how we're going to tease it because we're going to have Brad back because we got nowhere. Brad came up with the expression that I use on my own, and you said I could
Still
have
do,
it.
yeah.
So, for sale by owner. Go ahead, you take the punchline.
Who else is gonna sell the house? I just thought one day I saw that and I just came to my mind. I'm like, well, who else is going? I mean, maybe your neighbor
For
comes
sale
home while
by
you're not
neighbor?
home. Just look, he's not home, but we hate him. This house is for sale. Just could never get that my whole life.
So what are we going to talk about?
So next show, if we can miraculously get Brad back on, we're going to talk about expressions that buyers and sellers and brokers
There's your music.
shouldn't use. It's time for us to go.
Yeah.
Oh, expressions.
Well,
I don't know if you guys are aware of what a fade out is. He can keep talking.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
When he's done, I bring it up all the way. It's not like it's like the Oscars. Not like I'm starting to play him out, but it's not like all the way out.
We pay for this date.
On sale by
I'm holding somebody's credit card here.
Thanks for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party, and I know you got a wealth of knowledge today. And we're gonna have Brad.
Sorry.
I'm not.
Not at all.
I'm not actually.
All right,
either.
maybe we'll get Brad back. All right. Thanks for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party. Fade it up.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.